everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Siarra. Today I'm going to be doing a fall affordable makeup look, and I'm also going to be using affordable brushes. So if you're interested in that, then just keep watching. Okay, so first I already did my eyebrows, but usually I use the Anastasia dip brow, but I used the NYX micro brow pencil in the shade taupe. So if you have a similar hair color to me, I recommend this in taupe because a lot of blonde products I feel like from the drugstore are like literally orange. So I'm also going to put some lip balm on right now. So this is literally called My Favorite Lip Balm by Bigelow. Bigelow? I don't know. I just want to make sure that my lips are nice and moisturized for whatever we put on them later. So first we're going to start with the eyes, and I'm just going to use my Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade 15 Fair to prime my eyelids because I don't have a drugstore eyelid primer, and half the time I just use this anyway, so it's fine. I also used this to carve out my brows, just like the bottom, by the way. And this is a Real Techniques beauty sponge. So we're going to be using the Morphe 350 palette today, which is super affordable. It's like $20 for all of these eyeshadows, which is crazy. But I'm going to be using this e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush and going into this first. It's coming off as pretty white on the camera, but it's not really that white. So I'm just going to go and set my whole eyelid, both of them, just so that everything blends really well together. All the eyeshadows blend seamlessly and I don't get like choppy and like stuck in places. I'm going to go into this shade right here for my transition shade with a Morphe E27. This looks like this. Tap it off a little and then just go right in the crease here. Kind of blow it out a little bit. I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is just like a super, super rich. What the heck? Anyway, I'm going to go in with this color here. This one here. It's like a really rich, like chocolatey brown with my Morphe M441. And I'm going to focus that on the outer edge first to get all the pigment off. And then I'm going to put it up into my crease. Also, we're gonna, I still have to blend this out obviously, but also at the end, we're gonna go and clean up these edges too, so it's really not a big deal right now. You can put tape there in the beginning if you want to, or powder or whatever you do, but I'm just gonna go in with a makeup wipe after and clean it up. That's why I didn't do my face first. Okay, so then I'm gonna go back in with my E27 with whatever's left on here and just buff around the edges to make sure that it looks super seamless and super pretty. Okay, so I want it to blend out a little bit more because I feel like there's still some little, this eye looks crazy, but we're going to fix it like I said. So I'm going to go back in with the first shade that we used again, just lightly on this brush, and just go around the edges again and just add a little more of that transition shade because I want to make sure that it's super blown out and like super pretty. Okay, so now I really want to intensify it a little because, you know, it's just not smoky enough. Okay, so I'm going to go into this dark brown here with this Morphe E36, this super tiny little brush. And I'm just going to pack this on to the outer corner. like so. And then go back in with the one I was using with the brown and buff it out. I just really wanted to make that super pigmented. So that's why I went in with that really small brush. And I'm just going to keep doing that until I am happy with how dark it is on the outer corner. Then I'm just going back in with this e.l.f. concealer brush, the one that I used to set the eyelid primer or the concealer with. And I'm just buffing out the edges. Once again, lots of blending in this look because I really want it to be super seamless. For the lid shade, I'm going to go in with this L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in 892 Amber Rush. This is like one of those metallic eyeshadows. You open it and then it has this little thingy and it's super metallic, as you can see. And I'm just going to first try to apply with my finger just because I feel like all shadows like that apply better with your finger. These like are so wet looking. It's so pretty. Okay, now I'm going to go in with a Wet n Wild. It doesn't say on here, but I'm almost positive this is called the small concealer brush. And then I'm just going to go in and like detail it a little more just because your finger's not very precise. So I'm going to get like up top and like in the corner where I couldn't really get before. So now I have to blend where I put the lid shade in with the outer corner. So of course I'm going to go in with a little more dark brown with the small brush. Blend it and make it even a little darker because why not? Alright, so I just applied it with that small brush and I'm going in again with the transition or the crease shade brush and blending it out. I feel like we lost some of that transition shade, so I'm going to go back in with this one. I'm even going to dab a little tiny bit of that one in because I kind of want some more warmth in here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, now I'm going to go in with this Garnier Skin Active Clean Plus Purifying Oil-Free Cleansing Towelettes, which to be completely honest with you, I don't really like that much. But I'll use them for this. And I'm just going to clean up that edge and then any fallout that we got, which really wasn't a lot, but so that makes that perfect little wing. Crisping up those sides. To be honest, I didn't really have very many primers or setting sprays that were drugstore or affordable, but I do have this Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. So this is the pink one. And I'm almost out of this because I do love this a lot. But I have used it a couple times and it seems to work fine. So I'm going to first use this as a primer to make sure that my makeup's going to stick. First, I do want to try, I know this is kind of weird doing under my foundation, but I want to make sure that's not crazy before I put it on top. I just picked up this Jordana Sculpt and Go Creamy Contour Stick in the shade Medium. Okay, so this is a brand new one, and I'm just going to put it in, oh, that might be too much, but we're going to roll with it. I'm just going to do it right here first, and then we're going to go with this Real Technique sponge and try to blend it out here. Okay, so it's not really wanting to blend out. I think maybe I put a little too much on. Let's give it a fair shot and try with a brush. This is my stippling brush, which I use for... So this is not really wanting to blend so much. Like it looks really muddy, and I don't know if I'm a fan. Let me see, maybe a more packed brush. Okay, so here's a Morphe. These come in a kit with all the white handles, but it's just like a round buffing brush. I'm gonna see if I can see how this is just like not really wanting to blend out. I'm gonna try to like roll it up because I don't want it to like go all over my face, but I don't want to like rub it all out. Okay, this is, do you see how like patchy and muddy that is? Okay, this is not my favorite. I'm glad I didn't put this on my forehead. Anyway, so I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in Nude Ivory because I'm super pale. Super pale. And we're going to use this Real Technique sponge again. And I'm just going to, it has a little spatula. I'm just going to do 1, 2 on there and see how much it will cover because I'd rather put too little than too much. Oh, this is actually pretty light. But we'll bronze it up, so it's okay. Wow. That actually covered really well. Especially because, did you see how little I put on that cheek? And actually the contour is shining through a tiny bit, but I feel like with the foundation on it, it doesn't really look that bad. It just kind of looks like a little shadow. And we're going to cover it up with our own. We're going to cover it up with our bronzer anyway, so it's fine. But this is where I have like a lot of texture and acne, so we'll see. I think I need a little more on that side because it's not really doing it for me. Which is fine because I have a lot to cover right here, so. I'm going to put on these little ears because my hair was starting to really get in the way. Oh, oh no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Do you see that? Okay. I actually really like the look of this foundation. I think that was my fault. I just let it dry for too long. I'll just go back over it with some more. A lot more. Whoops. And hopefully it will be good. Yeah, see? Okay, we're good now. We're good. That was my fault. Nothing against the foundation. Overall, I think it looks really good. I obviously have a lot of texture right there, where I usually use like a primer to like cover it, but I didn't have one from the drugstore. But I don't think it looks too bad. So I'm going to go in with that same Maybelline concealer in 15 Fair. I'm just going to put that under my eyes to get rid of these bags. Alright, so that is all set, and then I'm going to go in with my Codier Spun Loose Face Powder in the shade Translucent Extra Coverage. With one of these Morphe brushes, like I said, the ones with the white handles that came in a kit, and just has like a pointy brush and it fits right under there good. Oh, I didn't even open it yet and it's all over. Okay, this is a great powder from the drugstore, but like you like have to expect that you're gonna make a mess with it. I'm not gonna bake, I'm just gonna make a mess. And I'm actually gonna use this for all over my face because it's not really like white. It doesn't really alter the color. So, and I love how this looks, so we're just gonna go all over the face with it. So now we're gonna go in with bronzer. Okay, so for bronzer, I'm using this e.l.f. Contour Blush and Bronzer Kit in St. Lucia. They have the weirdest, like, tiny little stickers that say like what shade it is. So it just looks like this. This has like some radiance to it. It has like some sparkles. So I don't know really. I've used it a couple times, but I don't really know how I feel about it, to be honest. But I'm using my Real Techniques blush brush. Not for blush though. I'm just going to dip into this. And this is pretty dang pigmented, I'm going to say. So for like how affordable it is, I think these are like $5 or like $6 or something. So I have like an antler coming out of my head, so that's good. Okay, and then I'm just going in with this powder brush by Real Techniques, and I'm just buffing away because I went crazy on the bronzer on accident, even though I always do. Okay, so on camera, it's picking up that there's like this like, hold on. It looks like a line right here, but it's like not there in person, so I'm really confused. I don't know what the deal is, but we're rolling with it. We're going with it. Do you see that? Why does it look like that? Yeah, I've never had that issue before, so that's super weird. Okay, so I always use Milani Luminoso, but I feel like peach doesn't really go with this eye, so I'm going to use, I haven't ever used this color. I'm a little nervous because I'm super pale, but this is Mellow Wine by Wet n Wild. And it looks like it would go really pretty with this, but like, I'm so white and these are so pigmented, so I'm really nervous about this. So I'm going to take, this is a blush brush by Wet n Wild, and I'm literally going to stamp it one time in there. Okay, please don't be bad. Oh my gosh, these are so pigmented. Do you see how much I like literally barely touched that and then I brushed it off? I mean, it's a pretty color, but and I go back in with this giant old powder brush and buff it all out. I'm going to use this Precious Petals by Wet n Wild, which has like a pinky gold undertone, which I think would look really pretty with this. But I'm also going to mix in a tiny bit of this pinky one just because I'm super light and this will like put a cast on my face. This is the Carly Bible, the original one, and this is just like a pinky tone. I'm going to use my Morphe M501. It's just like a fluffy brush like this. I'm going to dip it majority into the Wet n Wild one, but top it off with a little of this because, like I said, if not, I'll be looking crazy. Okay, so that's really freaking pretty. Wow. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my gosh, I forgot to contour. Ha! That's funny. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my Morphe M523. It's just like a fluffy, like, tapered brush. And sorry, this one's really dirty. And this is the e.l.f. Contour Palette. And I'm going to mix these shades, but mostly use this one. And again, go back in with this big old powder brush to buff it out because I don't really like I like contour, but I don't like it to be super, super harsh, so that's good. Like, the blush isn't, like, super there, but I don't know, I just feel like if I pack that on, like, it's gonna be way too much because I'm, like, super light, so I don't want to risk it. So I also forgot to contour my nose, so look at me. I'm just doing great. I'm just going to use this Morphe brush. Again, this is just like a domed one. It's from that white collection that I keep talking about that they don't have names on them, sorry. But I'm just going to go in with the darker shade very lightly. I'm going to put it on this and...
I'm so into this. I really see his face is like... Alright. Obviously I have to blend this out, but, you know.
Okay, so I'm done. So I just wiped off the product that was on here, and I'm kind of dragging it down this way just because I'd rather have it this way than up. So it's looking better. I'm going to go in with this shade mixed with, I'm going to go in with this shade mixed with this shade just because this is really blinding and like one of my favorite colors ever, but this has more gold to it and I want to add some gold to this look because, you know, the rest of it goes with it. So I'm going to put this on the inner corner. And the same goes for my brow bone. And then for my nose, I don't really want to risk it being all crazy. Or I don't want to risk it being too dark because on my nose that can look super weird. So I'm just going to go in with this second shade here. I know I'm doing all these different highlights on different parts of my face. It's so weird, but put that right. Ooh. This is the Morphe M461. It's like a dual fiber, like big old brush, but I'm just going to go like this just because I don't want it to be too crazy. I mean, I do. I'm really sorry, with one exception. I'm going to use a Luxie brush because this is really the only flat definer brush that I have. This is the Luxie 221. I got this in an Ipsy bag, though, which are $10, so get Ipsy because they give out a lot of these Luxie brushes, and they're super good. So I'm going to go in with that super dark brown that we used on the outer, and I'm going to put it really close to my lash line. I'm not going to go all the way in, but most of the way in. I actually kind of want to do a wing with this dark brown. Well, let's see. Yeah. I'm going to do a wing with this dark brown and this little Luxie brush. And if I don't like it, then I can just go over it with black eyeliner. I think I really like this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to use this teensy tiny little brush. This is the L'Oreal brush that comes with the lacquer liner. And I'm just going to use that for the end because it's so small. Oh my god, my wings are so uneven. Oh my god, those wings are so, so uneven. That's so bad. Alright, so I was going to just edit this part out because it's so bad, but this is so much different than this wing. Like, this one was so low, so I made it thicker to go up higher, and now it just looks horrible, and I was going to edit it out and just fix it, but you guys should see this. So I'm taking a concealer. This is, like, almost gone, so this is actually perfect, and I'm going to make it a skinnier wing because that looked so bad. So I'm going to go in with this light brown that we used in the transition. Actually, yeah, I'm going to go in with this light brown that we used initially for the transition shade. And I'm going to run this under here and smoke out the dark brown that we just put there. And I also have new lashes to try today. I'm so excited. They come in this cute little box. Look how cute these are. So cute. So I'm going to be using the Maybelline Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect Mascara to coat my lashes before lashes. So today I'm using new lashes and I'm so freaking excited for this. These are called, okay, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's literally spelled L-D-I-N-A-E-R. So L-Dianer? L-Dianer? I don't know. Okay, so these are like the only style lashes I have, but you guys, like, look how wispy those are. Like, you guys, I'm so excited. All right, you guys. Do not freeze. Hold on. Who put their lash glue in the freezer? Who did that? Anyway, I'm going to do ColourPop Beeper. It's just like a really dark, like... Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed my fall affordable makeup tutorial. Make sure you subscribe and click the like button. And thank you guys for watching. Bye!